What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap. In today's trade recap, I'm going to be talking about the trades that I took, the loss that I took, and then how I made it back. Today, a bit of a scruff day for me. I ended up blowing 3 evals, ended up buying 3 more, and I ended up making my loss back on those evals that I've blown, basically. So I'm basically back to where I was. So I've got tomorrow to hopefully make another max win, and then Monday hopefully I'll pass them. I need to lock in. I've blown like fucking 7, 9, no, maybe 8 or 9 evals this week so far, which isn't good, to be honest. Hopefully these are the last ones I need to buy. They better be. I just need to stop being stupid and stop being greedy on the evals, trying to pass them quick. On the XFA, I took a loss. It ended up doubling my risk because of the big wick that I ended up getting. Ended up like taking me out for like 200 more on spreads, but I ended up making that back on a trade with, I think it was about 250, 300 risk. So bit of a dodgy one. Today was a bit cooked, I'm not gonna lie. Well, yeah, let's just get into it. So coming into today, I'll go on NQ because it's easier. Coming in today, I'm leaning more bullish. We've been trending up for fucking ages. We've got all of this buy side, so much buy side marked out. Made more sense for us to come up today. So before that, I was leaning bearish towards these 4 and 1 hour draws on liquidity. So I wanted to see price come down to this 1 hour and 4 hour. Now this is where I blew the XFAs. So I ended up entering max risk like around here. On the 1 minute, it was like I entered like here, I think. Max risk would have been like four minis, and then that would have passed the account there. It literally fucking lit me up, took me out for negative 2k. So I ended up blowing all those accounts. Super obvious draw, just some bullshit to be honest. Then we ended up chopping about for ages, and then we ended up coming down to this 4 hour. At this point, I'm looking for longs. Tapped that 1 hour, and then we tapped EQ of this 1 hour range from here to here. Pretty solid. Loads of buy side, so it makes sense for us to be bullish. Then here we ended up getting this. I was looking for this 5-minute inversion to inverse. We ended up respecting this 15-minute rejection block here. So it makes sense for us to continue higher. Tapped into it, rejected right out of it. Could have entered there for something small, but I never ended up doing that. There might have been a trade here. Nah. But you got all this. You got the accumulation highs here as well. For a very nice break even on the 15-minute. You've got a 15-minute devil's mark there as well. So it makes sense for us to be bullish. But this is where I just kind of got caught up in the whole like trend basically, and ended up fucking getting cooked on shorts. So we ended up respecting this 5-minute, ended up inversing this 5-minute. Now this is a bad trade, one, because you're targeting a protected low. 2, there's no real draws here compared to up here. Like look at all this LR, and then down here there's not much. So this loss is definitely avoidable. Bit of a silly loss to be honest. There's no reason for us to come retake this low. If we are, then we're just bearish. I mean, I thought we could have been just bearish because we wicked it. Oh wait, didn't wick the devil's marks. There's a 5-minute devil's mark, 2 devil's marks. But yeah, ES looked really bearish as well. So I ended up trying that. Ended up getting wicked out on like this candle here. Nah, it wasn't that one. What candle was it? There was some mad candle that wicked me out. Was it maybe on NQ? Yeah, it was. So yeah, I was in shorts here on MNQ. Got okay fill. But there. Stop loss there. This is such a bad trade to be honest. This just doesn't look very good at all. Kind of just bumped. Market just bumped me here. So I ended up getting wicked out like all the way up here where my stop was like, it wasn't even there. My stop was like there. So I ended up losing like double what I risked. So I ended up losing like 200 and something. No, 400 and something on that trade. Then I ended up waiting for the 5 minute to fill the inverse here before trying to take anything else. Then we got this IFVG here, and I ended up taking longs with my stop at this body low, and then ended up pushing up, ended up taking full TP here. I was going to hold runners to these other highs, but I got wicked out here, and then price ended up running up to these next highs over here. There's like 2 other highs in between there. But yeah, that just made my loss back. I also took that on XFA as well with more risk. Ended up taking full TP a bit there, making like 1.5, making max win. I can show you the card thing. Just get it up. This one card. There, evals 2.9, max win on all of them, and then ended up closing out, locking myself out the account there, and that's that basically. So, why is there a separate page for that? So yeah, that's basically it. Ended up making my loss back. I'm up like $112 on the XFA, and then I've passed, not passed that, max one on evals. So bit of a scuffed day. I've spent so much money on evals in the past week, like fucking about 600 quid, which is just painful to even say, to be honest. It's actually disgusting. But I don't plan on buying any more. Hopefully tomorrow we can get another max win on all evals, and then pass them on Monday. Being one account off max allocation, I'm not gonna buy another eval till I get another payout. So there's that, and I mean that's about it really. Yeah, that's about it. So with that being said, enjoy. If you cooked today, well done. If you didn't cook today, it's alright. I fucking blew £210 worth of evals, so don't be too butthurt. But break even on the day basically. We'll call it that. Pretty decent. And yeah, enjoy.